Chief Justice of Pakistan Umar Ata Bandial has observed mistakes present in a trial court's verdict convicting former Prime Minister Imran Khan in the Toshakhana case. He said the court will not interfere in the Toshakhana case today and will look at the IHC hearing tomorrow and resume proceedings then. However, the top judge said, prima facie there are mistakes in the trial court verdict. On 5th August, a trial court in Islamabad found the PTI chief guilty of corrupt practices in a case pertaining to concealing details of state gifts and sentenced him to 3 years in prison. The verdict also means that he stood disqualified from contesting general elections for 5 years. Subsequently, PTI chairman had approached the IHC against the conviction and sentence. Yesterday, the High Court adjourned the case till tomorrow. President Dr. Arif Alvi has invited Chief Election Commissioner Sikandar Sultan Raja to a meeting to determine a suitable date for general elections. Alvi's letter to the CEC references the constitutional obligation for the President to set an election date within 90 days of the National Assembly's dissolution. In a letter posted on X, the President noted that the National Assembly was dissolved on the advice of then Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif on 9th August, 3 days ahead of its mandated period. It was said in the letter, by virtue of Article 48(5) of the Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, the President is obligated to appoint a date not later than 90 days from the date of dissolution for the holding of general elections of the Assembly. So far, more than 74,000 people have been evacuated from flood-affected areas in Punjab between 9th July and 22nd August as the Satluj River continues to see high-level floods. Earlier today, the PDMA had issued a statement saying that there was a high-level flood at the Suleimanki headworks with the flow of water at 155,330 cusecs. Further stating that there was a low-level flood at the Islam headworks, the PDMA cautioned that the water level there was rising rapidly. It added that flood level at Ganda Singh Wala Barrage receded from high to medium level. A spokesperson for the Punjab Emergency Services confirmed the figure, adding that 16 people have lost their lives while 36 people have been injured, and a total of 408 port and 1,489 rescuers have been engaged in rescue efforts during the said period. India makes history as it becomes the first nation to land a craft near the moon's south pole, a historic triumph for the world's most populous nation and its ambitious space program. The unmanned Chandrayaan-3, which means mooncraft in Sanskrit, touched down at 6:04 p.m. India time as mission control technicians cheered wildly. Its landing comes days after a Russian probe crashed in the same region and 4 years since the previous Indian attempt failed at the last moment. Prime Minister Narendra Modi smiled broadly and waved an Indian flag on a live broadcast to announce the mission's success as a triumph from the sidelines of the BRICS diplomatic summit in South Africa.
हमने भविष्य के लिए कई बड़े और महत्वाकांक्षी लक्ष्य तय किए। जल्द ही सूर्य के विस्तृत अध्ययन के लिए इसरो आदित्य L1 मिशन लॉन्च करने जा रहा। इसके बाद शुक्र भी इसरो के लक्ष्यों में से एक है। गगनयान के जरिए देश अपने पहले ह्यूमन स्पेस फ्लाइट मिशन के लिए भी पूरी तैयारी के साथ जुटा है। भारत बार बार ये साबित कर रहा है कि स्काई इज नॉट द लिमिट।
On that subject, leaders of the BRICS bloc of leading developing countries have agreed to mechanisms for considering new members, paving the way for dozens of interested nations to join the group, which has pledged to champion the global South. South African Foreign Minister said that Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa have agreed on the matter of expansion following a meeting by BRICS leaders during a 3-day summit in South Africa. Deeming it a very positive development, the Foreign Minister shared that the details have adopted a document that sets out guidelines, principles and processes for considering countries that wish to become members of BRICS. Enlarging BRICS has topped the agenda at the summit taking place in Johannesburg, while all BRICS members had publicly expressed support for growing the bloc. Although there there have been divisions among the leaders over how much and how quickly.